Imposter syndrome. Oh, how you haunt me. You know, coming from where I come from, right? I come from I come from the slums. I'm gonna do like a full-on interview about it, but I come from the slums. I come from Crown Heights, Brooklyn, New York. I was raised in Crown Heights in the 90s, right? My block was a dead end block. It was dead bodies on the dead end block. They was building a shuttle train. Um, or the shuttle was there and they was repairing it. I don't know, but it was a dead end block, and they used to call my block like Rooster Place, right? Um, it's crazy, and I was told by teachers and those alike what my future would be, and my future was dead or in jail by the age 21, by the age 18, and if I live past 18, it would be 21. So I literally grew up. It's funny, like mom, I had a very imaginative mom. My imagination was crazy, but I really grew up feeling like I was going to die, like I was going to like expire on my on my 18th birthday. When I made it past 18, 21, I thought it was going to be the same thing, right? So like obviously when I was 21, I didn't think, but I'm saying like when I was a kid, that was my thought process. Like, oh my God, I'm going to live until 18 and that's it. Like if I live past 18, I'm going to, at 21, like I'm going to not wake up. Like I'm going to go to sleep and then I'll wake, like I just don't wake up. That was my thought process. And I was told that by teachers. I was a little mischievous. I was very mischievous in school, but I was told this by teachers. I was told this by guidance counselors. It was crazy. So growing up, growing up and hearing that, and it's a lot going on. There's violence, there's drugs, there's gang banging all around me, and it kind of made everything a little bit more difficult. Now, I was actually somebody who grew up reading. Like, I loved reading until I started going outside. So going outside, I hated reading, I'm gonna be honest. But I grew up reading. I grew up reading R.L. Stein. I used to read all the R.L. Stein Goosebumps books. I grew up reading, it was like this book, not the bear, well, I did read the Bernstein Bears, but it was like a bear book. I can't remember what it was, but I read it and I would just keep reading it over and over and over. I had nothing else to do. So I would sit on a like lay, stomach, lay on my stomach and just read the book, whatever, when I was younger. And but I went outside and I started misbehaving in the streets, and this is what I was just told. And I grow up and I take tests. I was always a smart individual. I was one of the few that was like smarter than a lot of people in my classroom. So when I went to elementary school, I would finish my work quick and misbehave because you just have me sitting there looking like being silly. Like you just want me to sit here and do nothing, for 20 minutes or 30 minutes. Like I finished the test, I passed the test, but you just want me to sit here, my hands folded. I can't do that. So I had too much energy. I would misbehave. I would act out. Go to junior high school. I got accepted to two junior high schools, an art junior high school, and a junior high school for the gifted. Right. So I wound up going to the junior high school for the gifted. I had to take a test to get in both. I passed both, and I believe I had to interview for both. And me still having that energy, doing my work, misbehaving, not doing my homework, still misbehaving. I was still pass the test. I still had great attendance because my mother made sure I had to go to school. Not doing the best academically, right? I would just go by because in my mind, if whether I got because it was 55, 65s or whatever, 55 you fail. Whether I get a 65 or a 95, I'm still getting the same diploma. that the person was a 95 guy, so I just coasted. I ended up going to Prospect Heights High School, which wasn't the greatest high school, but it was great proximity wise because I lived 2 blocks away, and somehow I still always made it late. Whatever. So basically, what I'm saying is, under like my environmental circumstances and what was going on around me, I grew up a certain way. So I just give you like the brief synopsis of my background. So now I say, I either want to rap or I want to get into real estate. And I start rapping, and I'm great. And still to this day, I'm good. Well, still to this day, I'm phenomenal. But I start rapping. And, unfortunate circumstances happen where I have to put, music on the back burner, which I'm pretty sure a lot, maybe if you don't do music, maybe it wasn't music, but maybe it was something else that you just love to do and that you was phenomenal at, and life happens to you and then you just gotta, oh my God, put it on the back burner. You can never like really pick up where you left off, right? Like I'm looking to make sure this is like symmetric. That was my story. So I get into real estate and I'm really, really good. One thing about me, like when I do something, especially when I put my mind to it, I'm really, really, really good at what I do. I'm really good at what I do. I'm excellent at what I do. When I do something, I'm top notch. I go the extra mile to learn and to be better than my competition and better than my predecessors. And just, I want to be that guy. Like I really want to be that, So I'm in real estate, and everybody got this belief in me. And it's ironic. I believe I said this in another video before. It's ironic because I always felt like, yes, believe in me, but keep your belief to yourself. Like just show me. Don't tell me you believe in me. Please don't tell me you believe in me, because it puts that pressure on me. And if in the event that I can't deliver, I disappointed. And I don't want to feel like I disappointed anybody. So I will always go the extra mile to make sure I deliver, but at the same time, you can't always deliver. So in real estate, I'm terrible at first. I don't know when you're doing anything at first, you don't know what you're doing. So I'm catching on, and I always had the ability to talk to people and just be open with people. And now I'm in I leave my first brokerage and I'm in the biggest brokerage in the world, based off of this and based off of this. And yet I just feel like I don't belong, right? That's my Fitbit, it just keeps going under my thing. Like, just feel like I just don't belong. And it's not like I don't belong because like I'm bad. It's like I don't belong because it's imposter syndrome. Like I'm good, but I just don't deserve to be here, right? And it's so freaking bothersome because it's like I want to be here. Look around my office. It's no secret. I'm not white, right? And I'm a black man in this office. And real estate is dominated by the Caucasian persuasion, right? It's not too many black people in real estate. Not too many. So just going off the numbers, right? Just even going off of that, there's not too many black people in this office. So I'm looking around and I see the way people dress, I see the way people talk, and I hear the deals that's going on, and then the meetings that happen, and then on the Wednesday meetings, and I try to avoid them because it's like, I'm not producing at that level where everybody else is. They doing the 10, 15, $30 million listings, $60 million sales, $5 million sales. And I know I can do it because I work. and I actually care for my freaking clients, for some reason it's kind of like sometimes I feel like the universe just works against me. I feel like no matter how many steps I take forward, I get knocked back 30 more. So if I took 50, I got knocked back 80. And I just feel that way. I can't help but feel that way. And it's like in most things that I do, but I'm great at what I do, but for some freaking reason, I cannot shake the feeling of imposter syndrome. You know, when I'm on the Zoom calls and I'm talking to my peers, you know, the coaches know and they hear the intelligence that I have. When we're doing a role play, I'm great at the role play, right? When we're cold calling or whether we're door knocking or what's your unique selling proposition? And I start telling them my unique selling proposition. And just the way my brain works, I'm able to kind of break down quickly what it is somebody means when they say, because it's not always what somebody's saying. You also got to listen to what they don't say, what they're not saying. So now when they're saying, oh, what's your unique selling proposition? They're saying like, what's unique about you? Don't say what's unique about the company. Don't say what everybody else is going to say. The list of, oh, I want to help people, or oh, I'm going to work hard for you, or I'm going to do this, or I'm going to do that. I say, I'm certified in this. This is what separates me. So I've been working on that for years. So that's why I get certified in negotiations, CNE, certified negotiations expert. But then there's also a lot of agents that certified in that has the CNE. So I take it a step further. MLO, mortgage loan originations. But it's also some agents that are certified in that as well. I take it a step further. Neuro-linguistic programming. There's agents that are certified in that as well. Maybe not all three, but let's take it a step further. Interior design. It's agents that's great in that as well, but not all four. Let's take it a step further. Now you're in Florida as well, so now you can market to both. So maybe you got a Florida buyer that wants to buy in New York, and you have that direct connection, and you can line up the properties. Like, this is what I did to separate myself, not just from the other agents in the world, but from the other agents in Element. So now when somebody's saying, why should we hire Element? I can now list all of the things why they should hire Element. But now we also got 7,000 Element agents. So now how do I separate myself from the 7,000 Element agents? This is how, boom, 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 boom. I also have a following on YouTube. At the time, it's not the biggest. However, I am consistently dropping. I'm getting feedback. I get the emails, I get the phone calls, I get the comments, I get the likes. You know, so like this is what I do. This is how I separate myself, and I'm continuously growing. So I understand that. So, you know, when I'm talking to people and I'm able to break this down in my mind, this gift that was given to me, but yet I still feel like I'm misplaced, like I don't belong here. So sometimes I take my foot off the gas. Sometimes I know that there's an opportunity out there and I just don't go for it because I feel like there may not be somebody more qualified than me, regardless of skin color. There might not be somebody more qualified than me, but maybe they just belong there and I don't. Being honest, that's how imposter syndrome has been affecting me. You know, I want to be on those TV shows, you know, the $1 million listings, the selling sunsets, or if I could start my own, or, you know, somebody wants to do their own real estate show and they say, you know what, we want the black real estate agents, we want this, we want that, we want this, and then I fit all of that criteria, pause if applicable, and, you know, let's go knock this out the park. I want to be able to do that confidently. It's just, you know, you just see everything around. Instagram doesn't help, you know, and if Instagram is done but a highlight reel. So now you see everybody sold, just listed, 3.5 million, 5 million, 12 million, 30 million. Oh my gosh. And yes, I have inventory and I'm grateful for my clients. I'm grateful for the inventory that I have, whether they're buyers, sellers, rentals, whatever. I'm grateful for that so much. I just feel like I don't know. It's tough. It's tough. It's really tough because you wanna. Everybody want to do the work. No, everybody want to get rich. Nobody want to do the work. I actually want to do the work. I live for the work. I want. I really, really, really want to leave a legacy. I'm going to, but I really, really, really want to leave a legacy for my daughters. I have plans. I have goals. You guys go on this. I talk about goals a lot. I talk about motivation a lot. Like I really had that. I really have plans. I really have goals. And they're massive goals. Pause if applicable. But it just sucks when you're just feeling like, you in these meetings and everybody's producing 30 million. Yes, I'm in the room. I'm in the room. And it took a lot for me to get in this room. And I'm able to have the conversations. I'm able to give advice. I give a lot of advice to a lot of agents that's probably producing more than me. I give a lot of inspiration and hope to people that's around me, agents, not agents. For some reason, it just doesn't sit well when, like, do I deserve the $1 million that I want to make? Do I deserve to be in that multi-million-dollar listing? Do I deserve to sell luxury real estate? Do I deserve to have the Lamborghini that I want? Do I deserve the Aston Martin, the beachfront views or the water views, the condo with the penthouse? And do I deserve the fame that I want, that I'm asking for, that I'm thriving for? Like, do I deserve all of this? Am I worthy of this? This is what's going on in my mind on a daily basis. And I push through it because yes, the answer is yes, but it doesn't stop the fact that I still struggle with it. That's it for today, man. That's it for today. Like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend and tell a friend. I'm still great at what I do. I'm human like everybody else, and maybe this video is for you, maybe it's not for you, but this video is for somebody. And whoever that somebody is or somebody's are, y'all not alone. Whether you're in real estate, whether you're a housewife, house husband, you work in law, whatever you're a police officer, I don't know. I have no idea, but whoever you are, you're not alone. You can get through it and just keep pushing. Talk to you guys soon.